Saving the best for last, folks. A big welcome to RotoWire Senior Golf Writer and 2020 DFS Writer of the Year, Len Hochberg. Time for some PGA Tour Chaser Fade. So, Len, please agree or disagree with these statements on the John Deere Classic. So, Daniel Berger is the favorite when it comes to odds for the John Deere. He also has the top salary on the board in DFS at a whopping 11,100. Chaser Fade, Len, that he's the man to beat this week.
Well, I was surprised to see that 11-1 was the top price. Daniel Berger, clearly the class of the field, the only one in the top 25 in the field. I thought 11-1 was very generous for people who want to back Daniel Berger. I mean, we often see the top guy in a field at 11-7, 11-8, 11-6. So in this field, I would have expected him to creep even higher. I think that he is a very good candidate to chase. I don't know if he'll win the tournament, but since he's only 11-1, I don't know if he has to win at 11-1 to make him a good chase candidate. I think he's a go.
All right, well, there are three golfers in that 10K range, including last week's winner, Cam Davis. So Chaser Fade that the winner is going to come from someone in this group.
Well, if you're asking me if the winner is going to come, and I think you just did, you take these three guys or the field, I guess I would have to take the field. Sung Jae Im, he's the top guy in the tens. He's had a decent year, good, okay, really hasn't contended all that much, and he's been on the periphery. Brian Harman, I think, would be the best play of this trio, along with Cam Davis, the third guy. Brian Harman has won this tournament before, is having really a terrific year, maybe his best year ever on tour. But if the question is, will the winner come from this group? I'd say no. There's too many options elsewhere.
Okay, Len, talk to me about value. Where are you finding it in this tournament for DFS?
Okay, well, let's start at 89, not super value, but I do like Patton Kizzire. I liked him last week. I liked him a lot more last week when he was $1,500 cheaper at $7,400. He was okay. He came on strong on Sunday, and he ended up with the top 25. Really one of the elite putters on tour and a really good greens in regulation guy this year at $89. He could certainly be on the first page of the leaderboard on Sunday. Moving down, Bo Hostler, $7,800. Really, he's had a terrible, terrible year, but lately he's made a late push to get into the top 125. He's had top 25s in his last three starts, really improving his iron play, really getting better greens and regulations, tee to green. $7,800 could be a real value. And lastly, at $6,900, the Canadian Roger Sloan. He's made 4 of his last 5 cuts. He was top 25 last week. That gives him 6 top 25s on the season. Another good greens and regulation guy. He's around 30th on tour, which was very surprising for me to see. And he's played this tournament well. He was 10th when they last played it 2 years ago, and he played it one other time in 2015. He tied for 18th.
Is there anyone that you're absolutely fading this week, Len, that other people might be hot on?
Well, I don't know if other people are hot on. I guess Cam Davis is the flavor of the month, the flavor of the week, coming off of his big breakthrough win last week. I was actually surprised to see him in the 10,000s. I realize this is a weak field, and I realize that his price will go up with recency bias and stuff, but I was really surprised to see him in the 10s. I'm never big on getting a guy to go low 2 weeks in a row, especially a guy who's just come off a life-altering victory, his first victory on tour. I think there'll be a little bit of regression from Cam Davis, at least in the near term.
All right, finally, Len, we like to get your pick for the winner of the John Deere Classic. So who do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, the John Deere Classic, it's so wide open. There's only 5 guys in the top 50 in the field. We often see, back in the early 2000s, 2010s, we saw Stricker, we saw Zach Johnson, we saw a little bit of chalk, if you will. I think it's been a little bit, different since then. Dylan Fratelli 2 years ago. But I'm going to go kind of chalky, $9,900. Russell Henley, he's played great his last 2 times out. He was leading the U.S. Open for much of the week. He was in the mix at the Travelers. He faded on Sunday in both tournaments. Ended up just with top 20s. When we last saw him on Sunday at the John Deere, he shot 61. He can go super low. He's 4th on tour in strokes gained approach. He's an okay putter. He's even 18th in scrambling. He's really trending in the right direction, and you can avoid the 5-figure guys. Russell Henley at 9,900.